Hello, I'm Kyle Bradshaw. Here on the table in front of me is the new Simpson Mod Bandit helmet. Now, if you like the look of a Simpson helmet, but you're looking for a modular feature, this is gonna be the helmet for you. Now, this is a step up from the Ghost Bandit, which is a step up from the original Outlaw Bandit helmet. This helmet's gonna be a DOT ECE rated helmet, which is allow it to be a little bit lighter than that of the original Outlaw Bandit, which is a Snell rated helmet. So if you're looking for Snell rated, this is not gonna be the ticket for you, but it is DOT and ECE. It's packed full of features, so let's get in and show you in this detailed breakdown what this helmet has to offer. As it is the mod helmet, the number one feature is gonna be the fact that it is a modular construction. Now, this is designed to be able to lock into this open position. If you take a look at this little flip over here, you can flip that lever, and this is now gonna stay in the locked position and not close on you. Pretty easy to function, even with a gloved hand, locked and unlocked. Now, another thing that this helmet features is a toolless, quick release shield removal. And when they say toolless, you have this little button up here. You're gonna push this button up, and then this is gonna spin around and it is going to pull right off. With this removed, the shield simply releases from the mechanism itself. It's a very, very simple solution to an age-old problem. How do we get shields on and off our helmet without tools? And this is a pretty good way to do it. The other thing you notice on the visor here is it is pin lock ready. A pin lock does not come in the box, but it is pin lock ready. A pin lock is basically a dual pane window effect. So you have a pin lock visor that goes on the inside of this, giving you a dual pane to eliminate fogging. It's a neat feature. Another thing you notice here on the shield is it has a nice detent here in a couple different spots, so you can actually ride with it cracked and it's not gonna close on you. Different than the other Simpson Bandit helmets, this helmet doesn't really have a lockdown other than this little one here at the very bottom. It's not quite as positive as you're gonna find on either the Ghost or the Outlaw, so just be aware of that. This helmet does feature a drop-down sun visor, simply deployed by flipping this little lever here on the side. It's cable actuated. It actually has a very smooth motion, if you will. So one thing that makes this helmet stand out and above the original one, other than being a modular helmet, is the fact that it has vents that can be opened and closed. You've got front vents here, you've got top chimney vents that open and close, and then you have exhaust vents in two different places, up here at the top and then down here at the bottom. So when it comes to these front vents, these two here are channeled in order to get into these defog vents right here that put air up onto the visor itself. And then these large whisker vents here on the side are gonna be open and closable via this little lever right here on the inside of the helmet. We'll show you that here in a second. Probably the easiest way to show that to you is to go ahead and open it up like this. It's this little switch right here, forward and back. Allows you to open and close these whisker vents right here on the front of the helmet. So the first thing you're gonna wanna notice on this modular helmet is the latch points. They are all stainless steel metal latch points. So you're gonna notice the pin here, and then here on the flip side, we're gonna have a metal actuator as well. So you've got metal components, not plastic components, allowing this modular chin bar to be able to remain in place. Now that we've taken a look at the external components of the helmet, let's go ahead and turn this thing over and dig into the guts here a little bit. We're gonna find a nice D-ring. It's gonna be more of a square-edged, if you will, D-ring, unlike the original one that's very rounded. The cheek pads, you're gonna notice that these snap in with 3 traditional style snaps. A feature of this cheek pad that I actually like is you can see that there are actually holes that they perforated here so that you get good sound from your audio system coming through this fabric. So this is where your comm system would mount right here in between the polystyrene and the external part of the shell. The wires would come through this little gap here, and then the speaker wires for the other unit would come down and around to the other side. Snapping out the headliner. Really simple operation. As you can see, the inside of this headliner is nice and plush. It's got holes for ventilation, a little bit of mesh here to keep you separate from the polystyrene that we find here on the inside, which you can see has some nice channels cut into it. So that ventilation that is provided on the outside can come inside the helmet and actually function the way it needs to. A feature I really like is this sewn mark right here. This seam tells us that this padding for the chin strap is sewn in place so it doesn't come off. So as for the Simpson Mod helmet, this is an extra small helmet. I typically wear a small helmet in both Icon and Arai. This feels like it's more of a rounder head shape on the inside of this helmet. I've got quite a bit of space here on the sides. It feels a little bit larger than I would expect an extra small to feel, but that's just my initial impression. All right, top closed down. I've got ample room in front of my face here. Feels really good on the inside. The mechanism felt good opening and closing, nice and smooth. So as far as sizing goes, I think they're gonna run a little bit big. This is an extra small helmet. I typically wear a small helmet in lots of other helmet brands and manufacturers. So from the feel of the crown of the helmet, it feels like it's more of a rounder head shape than an oval head shape, but my being a long oval head shape traditionally, this extra small helmet fits really well. I have no hot spots and feels pretty good. The inside of this helmet, the actual padding is nice and plush, antimicrobial, and yeah, it's a good fit. And glasses do fit well. I did have to readjust them after closing the mod part down. And that wraps up our detailed breakdown of the new Mod Bandit helmet from Simpson Helmets. Here on the table in front of us, you can see the complete line that we're carrying here at Chaparral Motorsports. We have the Outlaw Bandit, we have the Ghost Bandit, and the Mod Bandit. So whichever of these Bandit helmets best suits your riding style, we've got them in stock here at Chaparral Motorsports at our 160,000 square foot retail showroom, or available for online purchase at chapmoto.com. I'm Kyle, thanks for tuning in. If you've got any questions about any of these helmets, please leave a comment below. I usually respond that same day or within 24 hours. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Give us a subscribe if you want to see more action like this coming into your inbox, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified immediately when a video is published. I'm Kyle, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, take care and ride safe.